Great.
Okay, yes, now it's recording. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Bo. So
Good
is it
morning.
1 a.m. for you or 3 a.m.?
Yes, it is. It's almost there. So yeah, I think it's a great time for us to start.
Did you just came back from partying?
No, I I woke up yesterday at around 3 a.m. Started working, so we're still
Wow.
working on our so almost 24 hours in a bit.
Oh, yeah, I think it's we're all going through some boost time, no? Some
Yes.
excellent. Let's see. We have normally Eli will join.
hmm
See, he's not yet here. I think he will arrive in like 1 minute or something. Right now, it's
How have
only
you been?
yes. I started to get better, which is good.
Wow, that's great,
Yeah.
great. Uh-huh.
And today, you see, I shaved, so I had time to
So
shave.
it's already an achievement, right?
It's an achievement. No, it's good. It's going good. We just had, last week we had this license problem, so I'm gonna update the group about that. We
Mhm.
partially solved it, but then it's not working as expected. So I think tonight I'm gonna do like you. I'm gonna work late.
Yeah,
We did all the backups. We're going to reinstall everything and solve it once and for all.
great.
I
I
see
think
Keval
Keval is
joined.
on there. Here we go.
Hello, Keval. Hello, Keval.
Hello. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Good. Good.
Nice, nice, nice. Did you get some people contacting you about the your analysis tool?
Yeah, Eli contacted.
Nice. I think Zach is about to contact you as well. Uh, Most probably very
Okay.
soon.
Great. Happy to share.
Yes, perfect. And thank you. It looks really nice. And I think it can
Yeah.
also be dual beneficial for you and whoever may want to test it. Because that could
Right.
give
Right.
you early adopters feedback. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no plan to launch anything on it, but just happy to share it in inner circle. I know it
Okay.
is working,
No,
but
but
I
if
think
it's working, Keval, maybe you're not planning, but this could, if it's working and people demand and they want to pay for it, you have a business product. It could easily go into a business product. I know you're very humble, so it's good.
Oh, speaking of which, Keval, I honestly I appreciated your presentation last time, but a lot of things went over my head. I meant there was a lot of info, but I can see already a lot of insights as well. Would you happen to have a sort of another walkthrough for us who don't really know how to make use of it? Like say, like just give us one example, like, and how can we work that with RTILA?
yeah, sure. I think what I will do is like maybe I will take one US stock example and then I can show you the demo or something. But I don't want to hijack the Attila's call. So maybe we can just do a side on a side this one.
Yeah, no,
That
no
would be
problem. We
great.
can, yeah, we can post the data. Go ahead, Bo.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Or Keval, if there is demand, you could do a dedicated session, even if it's just 45 minutes, and we plan it, and then we invite the community, and you do like a 45-minute dedicated on your tool from beginner to more advanced, maybe if there is demand and if you
Sure,
are
sure. I can.
ready. Yeah. And also, Keval, maybe you can remind us and recall the book on which you base your algorithm, because I think if
Yeah.
if somebody reads the book, then they will understand better how you how you deal with the data. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah, that is right. So basically, like everything is a book because that changes the way you think, because everything is, as I said last time, everything is how your behavior is like
Yeah.
whether. So I will just share the link in a chat just now, so you guys can
Yes.
just copy it.
Yes, and I see Bozidar and Zach joined, and just for you guys, Zach, we were talking about Keval presentation of last week, And maybe if there is demand, Keval could do a dedicated session of, let's say, 45 minutes, like Eli did for the other contact form tool. Keval could do that, a dedicated session on his approach and his learning and his algorithm. And you guys can then ask all the needed questions. Zach, do you think that could be valuable?
Yes, sir. And I was sharing in the chat that Quant funds, in fact, the most successful hedge fund that ever was a quant fund that used similar tools. And I'm going to post in the chat
Nice.
a picture of the cover of that book, a book about that fund, which I keep framed on my wall in my office. That tells you of how important it is to me.
Nice. That's an epic connection. Nice.
Um,
Nice to know that, Zach.
yeah,
Yeah, so it looks like there is a case for you, Keval, for a dedicated session on your tool. And maybe we can
Right.
invite some other people that are in finance and investment as well. Let's
Yeah,
see.
sure.
Yeah, let's see if Eli came in. Wouter, how are you? I see you're connected.
Hi, Mohammed. Yes, I am here. I needed to start the microphone, but
Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Yeah, Eli, I just chatted with him on WhatsApp. Uh, Not sure what. Maybe he's still connecting now. Do you guys hear any music coming from my microphone?
No,
Okay, good, good. There's a party on the beach. It's loud music. I can hear it, but it's good that you
I'm
guys
going
can
to
hear.
Mohammed, if it's okay, I'm having a problem attaching an image on mobile,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to show the cover of the book.
Oh yes, perfect. Gregory Zuckerman.
Yeah, it's called "The Man Who Solved the Market." But fa- fascinating book.
Nice. So we have two books for this subject. The one that Keval is sharing, plus this one. I will see. Maybe waiting for Eli. I can. Yeah, Keval shared the link on Amazon Autobiography stock Manoj Arora. I will share my screen, guys, and maybe just give you a quick update on what we discussed last week, the time that Eli comes in. And it's a bit of a special case this week because the most important bug we have or problem we have right now since last week is the license validation. So we solved it partially, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time you restart your computer with v7.1, it will ask you for the license again. I don't know if you guys experienced that. I think Wouter, you're suffering it even in when running a project.
yeah,
So
correct. For me, when running a project, I kind of just kills the browser that, for example, I'm working in, and RTILA stays active, but then I have to completely, yeah, kind of reset it, and then it asks for the activation key again. So
yeah, so
yeah,
I think it's checking every 1 hour or 2 hours the license, but then it's getting a failure from the API server. So we've tried everything and it didn't work. It only partially worked. So we did all the backups and we're going to do a hardcore reset, and then to have what was working before, which was last week, and then we will reinstall all the missing data that we have accumulated since the last week. So we have this way to solve it. So hopefully by tomorrow, this should come back to normal. And this is actually the main focus of the remaining work I have to do today. So I was hoping Eli will be here and then and then he can take over and we can shortcut this. But license key validation is the main issue that is holding us up this week. For V8, it's working. The license key is working and is holding, but for V7.1, it's not holding. And we've made some updates on the V8, and maybe I can show you guys how to use the V8 and how to request customer support and give us feedback at the time that Eli comes in. So I'm going to launch here. Alan, hello, how are you? let's launch the V8. Okay, I will shorten our video. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mo. Good to see you. Looking well.
Good to hear you again. We're pending one answer for you. It's coming. We are dealing with the license key as an emergency, and then we will study the new project.
Excellent.
So a quick update, guys, on the V8. You can download. We released an updated version of the V8 just yesterday or the day before yesterday. That came with a number of fixes and a number of improvements. And the most important improvement, I think, for us to gather your feedback is that when you are in automation projects here and you create different projects, you see this one with the robot. That means that it was created with AI, and this one I created it manually. But when you go to automation projects on the left and you click on Open Project Manager, which will open a similar tool as what we have with the V7.1, which is the browser side panel. So I'm gonna open that. I have two of them here. I have two versions. Maybe I need to stop this. I will restart it. Let's see. Project management stopped. That's not good. I think I messed up something. Let's do it again. Close everything. So it could be the license issue is also affecting something. Yes, yeah, there was something. Okay, let's try now. Okay, now it got it. So I do it again. You come to automation projects and then you click on the top open project panel. It will open the browser and then you have the RTILA side panel here. And something that was important but was not working until 2 days ago was that when you guys create a project with AI or manually, when we click on the hamburger menu here and we want to it's not here, sorry, export the project. So I think if I go into here, that's weird, something is missing. Save. Yes, so we did something is bugged again. There was here an export button, and I see that today it's not here anymore. So we will bring it back, but we repaired the export button to export the project. I think it was here. So something is wrong with the license key again. This is really...
Can you also check, please, other... Oh, okay. So there is not... Yeah, we don't have that option as well. Okay.
Yes, it's weird. It was here just a few hours ago when I was testing. I think something is... maybe it's somewhere else. So
I think that is on the main panel, not here. I see one. I downloaded.
Let's
see
go
that
back
last
here.
button. The last
button.
button.
Yes, you're right. Sorry. Thank you, Keval. So it was. So let me do it again. It was in Open Project Manager. There used to be the export button in this hamburger menu, but we removed it and now we placed it in the project automation project panel. And you're right, Keval. It's this new export project button. And now it will export into a JSON file. And even this JSON file, you can feed it to ChatGPT or other tool and tell it that this is RTILA using Playwright. Help me do this or do that or enhance this and so on. Or you can just continue chatting by clicking here, the chat. It will then chat again about this particular project and you can ask it to grab some more data or paginate and so on. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, and thank you, Keval. Export project is working again. And when you request customer support, there are two things we need to help you and to reproduce what you have. One is that you need to export the project, And the second one is whatever you chat with the AI. Unfortunately, at the moment, we are not able to select the chat that you have with the AI, and we don't have an export chat feature, but we're working on that. So at the moment, please remember to either screenshot your prompt or save your prompt on a text file and then take screenshots of your chat, so that when you ask for customer support, you provide the chat exchange with the AI, plus you export the project, and then we can help and debug and reproduce whatever is not working. So that was
Hi, another question.
Yes, please.
Hi, just in case, is there a possibility, like for example, I'm still using the Chat GPT free version, so
Yeah.
I usually hit my limit and I cannot reset everything. And I'm so tired already of copy pasting it. I mean, the documentation that I've had with a GPT. And usually I have overlaps. Would you have an option for us to export our conversation into, like, say, at least an .md file?
Yeah, it's planned. It's planned in the features to export the chat, the whole chat, or share it, or export it as a .csv or text file. But it's a little bit more complicated than planned. But it's definitely in our plan to do it. So for now, that's why I was showing you. For now, just please either keep a text document on the side where you write your prompt so that you don't lose them, or do
Yes.
screenshots. For now, it's painful, but we will solve this.
Hmm. Got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And the most important
So
is to
Mohammed, sorry, I have
Yes,
one
Keval.
question as well.
Yes, please.
So what is the best settings for AI like that is working? I tried like Google Gemini and OpenAI, but every time like I'm not able to like chat getting disappeared. So is it something with
Yes,
like
this was
setting?
one of the issues that we got feedback on. And if you can download the latest version we published of the V8, it's from 2 days ago, yesterday or 2 days ago. Many of those were solved, but also, Keval, I will show you here, for example, this project that I'm testing right now, for example, Zillow.
Mm-hmm.
Zillow is a very secured website, right? Last time with V7.1, we could not scrape it. And right now, it's still not scrapable by the AI itself. So you need to create some projects. You need to create them. You need to create them manually first. And after you create them manually, you can chat with the AI about it, because then it creates the session and it solves the CAPTCHA and all these things, so that the AI can then access the website. So please try this way as well, to create the project manually and then chat with the AI.
Okay. So currently like so because I was not able to use how exactly this work. So once we give the URL and the field, it automatically like identifies what to capture and everything from HTML itself.
Yes, let me give you an example. You see, let's go. I think I deleted. What is this? This is yeah, books to scrape. So I ask it, scrape the data of each book, such as title, price, thumbnail, image URL, and listing URL. So and then I give it the URL, yeah. And then it went and it did the first project, and you see here it finds the selector. So when CSS works well, it will find the CSS selector, and they're not too bad. When CSS selectors cannot do the job, it will actually generate an XPath. So sometimes it will give you an XPath, sometimes it will give you a CSS selector. From my initial tests, it usually finds 80 to 90% using CSS selectors, and then for some difficult cases, it will use XPath. And then it will create the project. It will ask you if you want to run the project. So I just said yes, run the project. It ran it, and then it got the data. And this is the data that was scraped. And if you go now to scrape data, and I go back to book to scrape, now I have all the data, and this was all done by AI. The CSS selector were found by AI, and the project was run by the AI as well. And now I can just export it to my CSV or JSON or even to SQL. That's the new things that we added on V8. And then for those who are technical, especially you, Keval, The new thing that we added on V8 is when you have an automation project. So if I open again the project manager, the browser project manager, when you edit a project here, you know, in V7 we had only two tabs. We had data extraction or inspection, and then we had web automation. Now, if you notice, we have post execution tab now. So this is here you can add something like send the data to an API or call a webhook or store it on Amazon AWS or Azure. So we added many new commands to move your data to wherever you want. Put it in an FTP, or you see there's a lot of options here. That this is new.
Right.
So we're still making a lot of this is a lot of work ongoing. And I'm waiting for the next update because we have a couple of things here left and right to touch up on the V8. And I think by next week, by end of next week, I will do a full V8 walkthrough that shows how to set it up, how to configure the AI, and then how to run a first scraping project so that you guys can also have some guidance.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. So I think I covered the new things, and it's starting to give much better results now, Keval. And for those who are not technical, in some cases, for some websites, it will work 100%, and then for other websites, it will only do 80% of the automation or 70%, and some websites it will do 0 or 10% because then you need to create it manually and then ask the AI to enhance it. But I will explain all this in a walkthrough, all the use cases of depending on which websites. Okay, that's the yeah.
Yeah,
Bo? Is it Bo?
another question. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, please, Bo.
When it comes to, for example, we're able to gather data. Is it also already possible for us to process it via OCR?
Yes, so that's what we need to still add one by one. A lot of
Okay.
the custom commands that we have in V7, we have not yet ported them into V8, including the OCR and the computer vision command, so that you can then read documents, get the data. But this will come quite soon. I think in the next 2-3 weeks, we will bring
Mm-hmm.
also the computer vision and OCR back to V8. Right now, the
So,
V8 is
mhm,
starting. We started the V8 to make it work with scrapping web data first, because that is the
okay,
main skill or the main power of RTILA, is to scrape data, especially from complicated websites. So that's what we want to stabilize first: how to get the data from the web, and then how to push it somewhere. And then we will
I
do how
see.
to get the data from PDFs, images. So the case of OCR.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And maybe Bo, because I think Eric is not here. So Eli and Eric are not here. But if you see any question in the chat, if you could please let me know.
Oh, yes, I will.
Okay, cool. So that's the update about the V8, and then we have to come back. So the V8 walkthrough, like I said, I will probably do it by end of next week. That's the date. So right now, really, what has taken us time is the license key validation and the V8 that we just released. So the other things, we have to postpone them, unfortunately, to next week. And let's see
Do
if
we have any hands?
yes, any hands, or if you see Eli or showing up, because I think Eli had some IDs. Unfortunately, he must have had something that came in between. I have another update, which is, let's see if I have it here. Here, yes, this one. So last week, I went a couple of times to Middlesex University to do some video recordings. and they just did a new video recording that you guys, if you want to watch it, but we're basically promoting the second cohort, and they started to put this online. So maybe if you see it, please help also with the promotion. And we discussed that. So the update is that. Oh, sorry, this sexy lady comes as the next spot post. I want to post this. So Middlesex University have a new computer rooms that have some sort of AI-powered cameras that follow the trainers in the room and with the board and so on. And also they connected their online video conference tool to the new classroom. So technically, it will be now possible for you guys to attend the course live for those who want, who can wake up early on the Saturday morning in the US or in the UK. It will be very early. But maybe for you, Bo, and those who are in the East, it will be for you Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So if you guys are interested and can do the wake up, let me know, because then I can get you an access created and you can be part of the course, and we will find a way on the pricing and so on, because we're trying to convince Middlesex University to keep our discount that we have for those who participate online, but also we're discussing a version where people could do the self-learning on their own, and we publish the material for free, and then they only pay for the certification and examination. We are trying to do that just to open more and more possibilities, and then we create another advanced course for the master agency network, which will be like train the trainer, and that one will not be kind of public. It will be really like more private to other teachers in the university and our network of master agents. So that's the plan and the progress that we're making with Middlesex University.
What time do they go live, Mo?
So it will be, we're trying to delay it to 10 a.m. Mauritius time on Saturday. So 10 a.m. Mauritius time, I think East Coast of US is 8 hours behind. So that would
Right.
be 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Okay.
It starts at 2 a.m. So it's like a whole night. Unfortunately for the western side time zone, that would be like during your nighttime. But for Eastern time, like China, Malaysia, there are 6 hours. Philippines, there are 6 hours ahead of us. So both for you, it will be like 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. roughly, or midnight. But if this doesn't work well, so for Europe, it's not bad. I think for the Netherlands, Wouter, what time is it now in let's say Western Europe, in France and Netherlands? Is it you're 2 hours behind us, no? Now it's 9:30 for me, 9:20. I think for Western European participants, that will start at 8 a.m.
It's 7:30 here now in Amsterdam.
7:30,
So.
yes, so that's exactly 2 hours. So Amsterdam, Germany, Spain, France, and the rest of Central Western European countries, Slovenia, I think it's also 2 hours behind Bozidar. So that will be 8 a.m. for you.
Yes, that's right, in the same.
Same time zone. Okay, perfect.
hmm
I think only the UK in Europe is 1 more hour behind, and I think coming
And
to
Portugal.
Yeah.
I think Portugal also is on the UK timeline.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Portugal.
Yes, that's right.
West.
Portugal also.
All Portugal or only Madeira?
No, Portugal itself, the country, mainland also, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I
that's good
think.
to know.
I am not 100% sure.
Yeah,
No, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Portugal were 1 hour behind Spain. That's interesting. So yeah, so for Western Europe, it's still doable early morning on a Saturday. Just maybe for the East Coast, Central and West Coast of America and Canada, that would be very early. But if this works, we can then do another one which can be like in afternoon or midday, just to accommodate a little bit. But it will also be available as recording, just in case. So that's the update on the Middlesex site. And then also maybe Wouter, what we've been working on, solving some issues over the last couple of days, because we have many projects that were slowed down by some bugs that we had with the last update of Directus command. So we managed to stabilize the Directus command, and we updated it again, Keval, in case you're using it. And I think it's starting to work, but the license issue is now coming and disturbing the flow. But the Directus commands, we've made some good progress, and we pushed a new custom command for Claude. So if you guys want to use Claude, maybe I can. I know I don't have my license key available, but we added Claude as a custom command for version 7.1. And that's about it on my side. And I think I don't see.
You have a. I think you have a question.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
on chat. No. Can you check it?
Oh yes, sure.
Zach, will the class Mercia school class still will be available?
I need to pull the chat. Yes, here. Will the class Marshall school class still be available? Yes, that's a very good question. So the school and the class Marshall, this will be a course that is more about RTILA functions and RTILA itself, but not about the business model of AI automation in general. So the course with Middlesex has like more encompassing. It's similar to the AI agency program, where you go like business mode, like how do we acquire the data, monetize it, and offer these services to the enterprise world. That will remain under the AIA agency program and Middlesex University course, and the school will be like really about the software, like how you create a loop, how you use this command, how you manage variables. So those are the two differences. Of course, both of them are coming together, and you will need to have both of them if you're the one developing the automations with RTILA.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, and thank you for the question that helps clarify. And this is good. Maybe we can take some more questions if there are any. And I will try to do the job or the idea of Eli. So anything that you guys see as an opportunity, or anything that you guys want to share between the community, any resources, knowledge, experiences, or other bugs or issues that we have not put in this small roadmap at the moment. I know Eric and Keval, you were both stuck because of the enrich from URL. So we will be still working on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and
I know it is tedious, but I wanted to just give encouragement. Mohammed, I know it's frustrating, but you are right at the finish line. So
yeah, thank you.
we're behind you.
Thank you, and thank you for your patience, because just when we started to kind of breathe, then the license bug came in, the upgrade. It was an upgrade that didn't go well. I thought it was a good quality upgrade, and then we didn't test well. So sorry for that, but yes, we're coming out. We're coming out of the mud, if that makes sense in English. I think Alan will probably have a good way of saying it in a professional and fun way.
We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, Mohammed.
Yes, we have that in French as well. I think even in Arabic. Thank you, Zach. You've been with us since the very early, so I really appreciate. And also, Bo, thank you for your encouragements of last week. That was important as well. And actually, after this, if there is not too much questions, or if there are not too much things, this session maybe can be a bit shorter, the time that Eli comes in, and Eric for next round, next week. But right after this, guys, we will be restarting the server. So RTILA and the licenses may be disabled and not working for the next couple of hours. Just please know that it's normal. We are doing a complete backup reinstallation, and then as how you call it, an incremental re-implementation of our data, just to solve this license problem once and for all. So maybe this night and the next few hours it will be unstable, but tomorrow, by tomorrow afternoon your time, it should be back on track.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I think
Do you
that's all.
have any last raise of hands?
Sorry, Bo, your volume went down. I don't hear you well. What did you say?
Yeah. Do I cannot see anyone raising hands. I think we're good.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
Well, thank you
let's
again.
see if we have any. Do you have any idea, Bo, or any proposal on your side?
Uh, I'm 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 actually waiting more on the marketing already
Okay.
since yeah, since I understand that these things take time. I also want to get a picture of how should I present it here locally,
Yes.
and as a completing everything that can even service like, is there a possibility for example, RTILA to become a lightweight device that you can use to just automate your old desktop or laptop in a say Linux environment?
Not really, because we didn't
Okay,
design RTILA as a desktop automation. But
all right.
what we are planning to do, Bo, is to develop
Mm-hmm.
a very deep and a very good integration with N8N, and also with what is it called, with the Microsoft Power Automate, because those software are much more powerful, especially on the desktop, and also some AI agents. So we will have integrations with other automation tools. We will also revamp our integration with Zapier, Make, and some others as well. And that's where the
I see.
V8 is very good, because the V8 will be very well equipped in terms of API and data exchanges. So the V8 will be able to talk to many other systems that can do desktop. And also, Bo, there are
Yes.
now some they call them AI operating systems,
Mm-hmm.
where you can send queries to the AI, and the AI can manipulate your computer. So we will also build, as these tools come in, we will also build some integration with some AI agents that control the desktop environment.
Yeah, I'm actually considering should this be. I'm looking forward to repairing, like saying, a lot of secondhand laptops here in the area. I'm just wondering if, yeah, I understand this is the limit for the meantime, but I can also see the potential. So yeah, again,
Yes.
I cannot say too much, but thank you as always for giving us your time to us.
No, no, thank you guys. And now, talking about the hardware, Bo, you reminded me of one more news that is worth sharing with you guys,
Mhm.
which is NVIDIA finally DGX countdown. I don't know if you guys received the email. Uh, for those of you who reserved that powerful computer from NVIDIA, they just did an announcement finally last week, October 3rd, that some units are going to be available in the US and I think Canada. So I don't know if Zach, you're there. So for those of us who are not in the US, we may need help from our US brothers and sisters to maybe help us book one, or receive it at least for us. But apparently, finally, the stock is coming to the US, and it's been like almost 6 months delayed. So Bo, what I mean here is that if you want to make investment in hardware, I think it would be better not to do it on laptops or let's say current desktops, but kind of get this new technology that is coming in, especially if you're in Asia or Philippines, Malaysia, or even for us in Mauritius and in Africa. These hardwares will only come in maybe a year or 2 years. So first it will come up in the US, I think in the next couple of weeks, and then maybe it will come to Europe after 6 months or 1 year, and then it will come to the rest after 1 year and a half. So Bo, having one of these could position us as the only people who have a supercomputer for AI, because it is a supercomputer.
Got it. All
So
right, I'll
yeah,
dig into that.
and the second good bad news,
Hmm.
is that they are late, and they increased the price. They added $1,000 to the price apparently. So I
That
think they had some
pricey.
production issues, and they underestimated the hardware, or maybe Zach can tell us more. Maybe the tariffs that Trump pushed kind of hit hard because most of the components are coming from Taiwan and China. So maybe that could have had an effect, but they increased the prices apparently on some models by $1,000. And for those who cannot afford or do not want to invest this money on NVIDIA, we're also studying, we have, there are a few new opportunities that came in using the AMD AI chip, which is very good as well, has 128 gigabytes of RAM. And there is a new mini PC that is retailing for, that is starting to retail at $1,200, which could be a very good entry point. But I think also, Wouter, there is the Mac 4, the Mac, how is it called? I forgot the name.
Mac Studio.
Mac Studio, is it for fourth generation or something?
Yeah, I think there's now the fourth with the Apple Silicon chip.
Yes.
And that is actually supposedly, I still have the first version, but that one supposedly should be strong enough for LLM models and AI.
Yeah, it's definitely, they have a ton of RAM and much faster bandwidth. So we will do an upgrade of our Google Sheet comparing all the hardware, and we will add the new Mac Studio. We will add the new mini PCs that came in the market, and then I can present this to you guys maybe next week or the week after, just to keep track of the AI hardware that is coming in.
Got it.
Excellent. Anything else, gentlemen?
And one small question,
Yes,
maybe I missed it, but this V8 version, where can I download that?
Yes, very good question. Let me do it right now. So always, for all our RTILA versions, you go to our GitHub here. I will share it in the chat so that all you guys don't know. You always go to this, or you can Google it. You can Google RTILA GitHub releases. And you see here, there is the V8, and it says pre-release. It's not yet officially released. The latest release, stable release, is the V7.1. So if you click here, Wouter, and then you have the V8, and maybe I can also take the opportunity to explain how to download and which model to download. Let me, I'm gonna make this bigger. You can see here that the V8 has much more files, many files. And there are a few reasons. First, for Mac users, when you see let's start with the Windows versions. These are x64 is Windows version, so Windows 10, Windows 11. So we have two Windows versions now. We have the regular Windows version that works with Cloud AI, but if you have a graphic card, if you have a GPU like you, Bo, or anybody who has a powerful GPU, we will also update the CUDA version. The CUDA version has like our own Olama-like engine that can talk to the local AI model, and then you don't need to pay or use a cloud AI model to develop automations and scrapping projects. So if you have a graphic card, a big graphic card, at least I would say 12 gigabyte of VRAM, or better 24 gigabyte of VRAM, you could use CUDA. It's a bit slow, but you could use CUDA. But if you want to go fast, just use the regular one, which is this one, RTILA V8 06 x64 US MSI. So this is for regular Windows, yeah, without a powerful graphic card. This one is for Windows with a powerful graphic card and NVIDIA card. And then, Wouter, for you, you have two versions of DMG files for Mac. You have the AMD 64 for this type of processor, and then you have the Arch 64. So either of these two, you can download.
Okay.
And try.
Go check it out at GitHub.
Yes, on GitHub. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And very good. We covered actually more points than I expected. So it's good that we have that. Any other question? Any other hesitations, guys, on your side?
Do you have any suggestions for us? For example, we're able to run this already and have it installed properly in our devices. Would you suggest any working AI right now that is for free that we can tinker with in your in the system.
Yeah, you're talking about V8, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah, so far, personally and our team, we got better results using Gemini.
Gemini.
Gemini,
Okay.
yeah. ChatGPT is getting better as well, but Gemini. So let me pull that and show you the few options we have at the moment. Here, if you go to General Profile, Preferences, and then AI Assistant, this is where you can choose between what we have at the moment. We have OpenAI, so that's all
Mm-hmm.
for the old ChatGPT. Anthropic for Claude. So Claude Sonnet 4 works pretty well, or 3.7 works also well. It's not bad. So you enter your Anthropic API key, and then you can change the model here. So I would use
Okay.
3.7 for cost effectiveness, but if you need like more precision, then you can use Sonnet 4. Opus 4 is even more expensive,
Mm, really? Okay.
so you can choose. And then you have Gemini. I usually use this because it's the cheapest that gives the best results. Is Gemini 2.5
Okay.
flashlight. This one works
Great.
pretty well. Flash Pro, sorry, 2.5 Pro is also good, but it's a bit more expensive. But this works very well.
Yeah, I saw also on the provider for that local LLM. Do you have
That's right.
any suggestions?
So actually, I will show you. So first, we also have DeepSeek, and
Mm-hmm.
the two models from DeepSeek. DeepSeek is probably the cheapest, and it's making progress. It's not ideal, but I think it's coming up. It will soon be a viable option if you guys want to try DeepSeek. And then we
So,
have local
what
LLMs. Yeah, sorry.
what would be your top three providers? Like, for example, you would like to test out each. Would you have any suggestions for any specific? Like, for example, one's good for coding, one's good for planning,
For
business.
So because the way that so you know, before we can display an AI model here, we had to kind of custom train a specific the specific models. So these AI models that you choose, they are specifically trained to work with RTILA for web scraping
Got
and
it.
and automation. So it will not really answer you well for research or mathematics or other things. It's really like designed and specialized for web scraping and
Got it.
automation. And
Okay.
also the local LLM, these are also we are using the context window to kind of train the local LLM model on the fly on how to use RTILA. So it will the main use will be for RTILA, and we have for now three three LLM that you can download. This is very slow. It can take a long time to download. The most efficient is Quant 3 Coder, 30 billion parameters, because it has 1
Mm-hmm.
million tokens for context, which
Limit.
is huge.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a very big card. So even with your card, Bo, this will be slow but powerful.
Okay.
GPT-OS also is 20 billion. It will be a little bit faster than Qwen 3, but it's still a bit slow. And then we have the tiny llama, it's just for testing because it's not really giving very good results. But if you want to test your local graphic card and debug, you could try tiny llama. It will download super fast compared to these two. These two could take an hour to download. Yeah. You can
Okay.
also add some custom GGUF that you can get um, from smiling, not smiling face. How is it called?
The hugging
Hugging.
face.
Hugging Face. Yeah, from Hugging Face. But for now, we are just starting timidly because the local LLMs are much harder to deal with, and we're not yet. We haven't mastered them 100% yet. So please use them with a pinch of salt. If you want results, go with Gemini or Claude or OpenAI. These are Gemini works the best from my experience.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. So this also actually we added Anthropic, we added the OpenAI and DeepSeek because when we first released V8 a couple of weeks ago, we only had Gemini, and then we added also local LLMs. So we're making a lot of efforts, guys, to enhance this, and you will probably see some more options coming in, especially on the LLM side, local LLM side.
All right.
So cool. It was a good opportunity to share this as well as an update. All right. Keval, anything on your mind?
No, so currently, like, I'm just struggling to make it work on LLM.
Yes. So I think maybe we can either catch up next week, or maybe once we do the walkthrough, I will do the walkthrough, and then you try again,
Yeah,
and then we will take all your feedback, guys.
right.
A lot of
Yeah, I think let's wait for that.
yeah, sure. It's also cryptic because the settings are in different areas, and then there is, if this doesn't work, you have to do something else. So we'll clarify that.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. And Bo, do you see anything coming up in the chat, please?
Everything's clear so far. We are
Okay,
good to go.
so let's see participants, if anybody came new that we could ask. Yeah, I think Bozidar, you're good. Joey, if you, I know, virtual assistant. Kim, we had Kim. Are you here, or is it your virtual assistant?
I don't have a virtual assistant. It's
That's
me.
nice. Good.
Hi, Kim.
Kim, maybe if you don't mind, I wanted to, how you say in English, pick on your brain.
Pick my brain. Yeah, no,
Pick your brain.
yeah.
We had this discussion a couple of months ago that what you wanted and what you found variable is to have a weekly meeting.
Of course, yeah. And then I recall that we pivoted, and obviously to respect your time, which makes sense, but also as a group to still continue that, which is
Yes.
which is great, of course.
Okay, that's what I want to ask. Are you happy with the new setup? Once a week, a big session with me leading it, and then the other 3, it will be you guys leading it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we've grown enough as a group where we can self-manage in some respect. And again, based on the fact that you're going off and fighting the big fights, if you want to say that, it's the best way for us to at least divide and conquer, as they say. So I fully agree. I did want to actually pick your brain about the DGX Sparks.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Is it still relevant to I mean, based on the obviously the increased price point as well, but
Yeah.
just what are your thoughts if having those 2 units, even with the Daisy connection, for example,
Yeah.
is it worth that versus using those funds for some other type of GPU? You know what I mean?
It's a very good question, and maybe I can pull again the hardware and show you what is the main differences.
Right. Yeah, because that's the one I'm struggling with in terms of just justifying it now. I think when we first heard about it and all that kind of stuff, it made sense. But as time has progressed, and to me, it doesn't seem to be viable, especially if you're not going to be utilizing that NVIDIA ecosystem, right? Specifically.
No, it's a very good point, because also between the first time we discussed this and now, a lot of competitors, they released actual PCs and actual chips.
Correct.
So it's here. It was called GB10. It's still GB10, but now they call it DGX. Yeah. So I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna add that here. So in terms of memory, a lot of new players came in, and I think Mac Studio will have even more memory, shared memory. I think the Mac Studio Voucher, they have a version 256 gigabyte, and then they have another version 512 gigabyte of mutual SRAM, which is enormous. So from a VRAM perspective, we now have competition. And the Mac Studios, they came up with additional versions. Where it makes a big difference, and I'm trying to find. Oh, this is the simplified version. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, this is the full version. So if I take NVIDIA here, the big power compared to, for example, the best competitor right now, Kim, is the AMD Ryzen chip, the AI Max 395. Yeah, This powers most of the cheap and good mini PCs or PCs right now.
Right. Just to interject, because whenever I hear AMD, I hear the concern about is it the CUDA is the concern? Is it the one where they
CUDA?
AMD versus or like I think there's some differentiation between AMD versus right? Is it CUDA that's the issue? That's
Yes, if
AMD,
you look
right?
at the right of this, you have here the support for the framework. So actually,
Exactly. Yes.
the AMD chips, they support TensorFlow and PyTorch,
Right.
which is good. What they
Mhm.
don't have is the TensorRT.
There you go. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the slight difference. And but there are some workarounds. They're a bit complicated, but you could get an AMD chip to still work with TensorRT, but it takes a bit of gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference. So at the maybe I can express it in this way, Kim.
Yes.
If we talk about inference, meaning that we use the AI to chat with it and get content created or images created and so on, NVIDIA has lost ground.
Right.
On the inference side, but on the model training, on fine-tuning and training, they're still way ahead. And
Got it.
I will show you where the main differences are. You see here when you look at the CUDA cores,
Yes.
the AMD Ryzen has 2500, but then almost 4 times more the NVIDIA chip has. You see. And also the tops, it's almost double or more than double. Here it's double, and here it's 5 times more for FP16 precision. So these are like the compute power for that is mainly also here there is a big difference. The compute power, but this additional compute power that that the NVIDIA DGX has is mainly for fine tuning.
Right.
That's where it will still make a big difference. But it's not as unique as it was last year.
Before, correct. Exactly. I know.
Because now for $1,000, there's some new PCs I will share with you guys. There's some new PCs starting, especially for US, Canada. It will be available to you guys very early. There is a new PC at $1,000. And let's say it's 3-4 times slower. Well, then you just wait 3-4 more hours if it was going to take 1 hour with the NVIDIA. So if you're not mass producing fine tuning, you may not even really suffer the slowness or the difference. The only difference is the TensorRT framework that you will have to work out. And another thing that is important to highlight, which the NVIDIA DGX platform doesn't have, I'm going to write it here. Or maybe it has. I think we need to check it, but from my initial tests, it doesn't have ECC, error correcting
got
code.
it.
So I put it to be confirmed because it was not clear. They didn't say yes, they didn't say no. So I'm waiting for more documentation, because if let's say you're doing fine tuning or inference for a bank, for a space agency,
Yes.
or let's say geolocation, where like a small little change in like the 20th decimal or a small mistake, maybe
Order
a
of
big problem.
magnitudes larger. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I recall you mentioned this some time ago. How important, actually, it's integral to have the ECC based on
Exactly,
those
yeah.
ones.
So if you're in that, in finance, space technology, car construction, architecture, and like automotive parts and so on, you cannot afford a small mistake because it can break or kill lives. So in that case, there are still many other options, which is like the traditional ones, and the one I like is actually this one. We have 3 of them, and I can show you. This is actually the server that I'm showing here. So finally we set it up. So you see this,
Nice.
if it's big enough, it's a dual processor with 3 RTX A4000. And this is like completely ECC. It has 512 gigabytes of ECC CPU RAM, and it has 48 gigabytes of VRAM. So with this, we can fine tune a model for a bank and still be compliant. So just for everybody, there are 2 reasons why ECC is important for our customers. One is the errors. that let's say that is a mathematical mechanical issue. The second issue, Kim, is the compliance. Is that when you are regulated and you use AI, you need to show an audit track. And the ECC GPU cards, they pass the auditing side of it for computer security, all these things, you know. So these are the two aspects why ECC cards or professional GPUs will still be better than the DGX platform, even though they have much less GPU RAM.
Right.
And I still can run this little monster with a 1200 watt PSU. I hope it makes a bit of sense.
It does, yes. I mean, I still don't know why to go towards the DGXs. Is exactly what I'm kind of getting towards here.
No, it's not. It's not absolutely necessary anymore.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. No, okay, just want to make sure. It's unfortunate because the hype has worn off. It's in reality has caught up to it in some respect.
Now there is still something that is very good with the DGX is that it still has 1 petaflop. It is still the only supercomputer.
Right, and for the form factor as well, right? I know that's
super small. Yeah, it's
exactly,
super small.
exactly. Yeah.
So maybe they lost on the AI inference side. They lost ground to the competition. They're still ahead in terms of the fine tuning, but then they're much ahead in terms of just raw compute.
Right.
So you could put on this server, you could put your API, and this API will be able to handle like maybe 1,000 concurrent API calls at the same time, when another server will only handle like 100 or 150.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So, but it's definitely less sexy than last year.
Yes. Needs a little bit more lipstick, and then I think it'll be.
Yes.
That's good.
And
No, thank you.
They may reduce the price, because if
they should. No, they absolutely should.
This is ridiculous. Because it's a completely different landscape now.
Correct. Yeah.
So let's wait, but please also let me know, guys, if any one of you see it coming. Or I will try to share ASAP the new models that are based on the Ryzen, and then we can figure out what's the best for all of us.
Excellent. Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you, Kim. Let's bring back this roadmap and let's look at if there is any questions. Hop. I see some notes. I don't know if it's an AI. Yes, Firefly is not taker.
Note takers.
Of another Mohammed. It's not me. It's another Mohammed. Okay, good. So I think, Bo, we're good, yeah? Yeah, I don't see
Yes, I think we're all good.
No raised hands. And we've done 1 hour, which is great, and I need to jump to solve the license key. So maybe if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna stop the sharing here. We can call it for today, and then we still thank Eli for at least proposing this and then coming up on the show soon with Eric. So Eli, whatever happened, I hope it's all good, and we're missing you on this aspect. So I'm gonna use his exit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So on that note, with the English accent.
Well done.
Sayonara.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Later.
Hey, thanks. Bye, guys. Bye.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right.